Tuesday, 5:34 a.m. The surviving victim, Manny Schultz, still remains unseen since the closing of the Smooth criminal case. The perpetrator himself, Rico Valensky, was sentenced to 30 years in a maximum security prison. Yet, I feel like things are still left unresolved.
I want to let you know that he was a good and honest man till death. Molt, it wasn't your fault.
How's his family?
They've been compensated and moved out the city. North Carolina, I believe. For every case we crack, 5 more cops end up dead.
Isn't that the truth?
Molt, please respond. We have a 131 at the Martina Drive dealership near West Loop Avenue. Over.
Ten-4, this is Molt. Heading over in 5. Over.
Go. I'll hurt you as much as I want.
Please.
Now, why did you side with the sons of Prometheus?
They offered me protection.
You think they will protect you? When you're in Khan territory, you stay in it.
Yes, I'll talk to them.
You better. I find you doing something like this again, I'll bury you 6 feet under.
Prometheus.
This is Molt. I'm at the scene. I request backup at Martini Drive dealership. Over. I got a 131.
Copy. What's going on?
Code Purple. 6 perps, all armed. 3 Khan affiliated, 3 Prometheus affiliated.
Backup will be there in 20.
I don't have 20 minutes! Forget the backup. I'm going in.
Make way for the detective.
Go on. Pick it up. Now we're on even ground. I can tell what you're thinking. I can make it. I can make the shot. He doesn't stand a chance against my gun. Let me educate you on something. This is a .44 Magnum. One shot from this baby, and it can blow your head clean off. But let's say chances you do make it. Sure, you might get a shot on me. Maybe you weren't. Maybe I'll still be left standing. After all, that Uzi's nearly empty. And if I'm still standing, I'll make sure to completely wipe you off this planet. I'll make sure there won't be a speck of it left to go to the funeral. So go ahead. Make your move.
1 year later. The war continues to rage and spread across New York City like a wildfire. Day and night, NYPD has been putting their blood, sweat, and tears into stopping this gang war. But the truth was, we were outnumbered, outgunned, and I'm tired. Tired of this bloodshed. And I'm scared. Scared that this sacred city will eventually fall into the hands of chaos and injustice. What do I do?
You need to check this out. You need to see it for yourself. Things are getting out of control, Mom. It's on TV and everything.
Today on Yoka News, where everyday news reaches you, there was a recent incident that occurred at Palm Wars involving two leading factions of the current gang war, the Gon and the Sons of Prometheus. These are only one of the many battles between the tribes across New York, and we expect them to not end soon. Now, a broadcast from the President of the United States, Jimmy Carter.
Hello, fellow Americans. As you may already know, there is a war waging in the streets of New York, and a terrible one at that. Due to unfortunate circumstances, I have declared the city under martial law. Calm down, calm down. Please understand, this war has the potential to spread outside the city, even outside the state. We cannot allow that to happen. To all citizens remaining in the city, I advise you to evacuate the city and wait until the war has ended. Good luck, and God bless America.
It is quite the tragedy that has come to this, but heed the President's instructions for your safety. Another update has come along relating to the smooth criminal case 1 year ago. The suspect, who still remains in prison, Regal Valensky, is revealed to be the former boss of the criminal underworld. Due to his apprehension, it appears his territory has opened up, and the gangs are fighting to get it.
Sake, call Rikers Island. I need to have a talk with Valensky. Now!
Long time no see, Detective.
Valensky.
Listen, Detective, whatever you've got, lunchtime's in a few minutes, and I really don't want to miss it.
You're the leader of the criminal underworld.
Maybe I'll let you carry wait. You didn't think this was an important piece of information to tell me? I wouldn't really regard that as important information, Detective.
The street's on fire, Valensky. And within 24 hours, it's gonna be a no man's land. Just a war zone between gangs. And all this, because of you.
Don't blame me. I'm not the one putting cuffs behind bars.
Well, you should have considered that before committing 7 murders and 1 assault charge on Miss Schultz.
As I said before, Molt, that wasn't me. Maybe you should go check your sources again and find me an innocent man. You killed Detective McComb. And I'm sorry. That was my mistake. I had no choice. Being the leader of the underworld meant that you couldn't trust anybody. Not even the police. Only yourself. Every day looking over your shoulder, hoping that the person isn't pointing a gun.
Don't make excuses for what you've done, you piece of shit.
I'm not making excuses, just stating my point of view.
Just tell me how to fix this.
There is a way. It involves me being released.
Fat chance.
There's another way. I have a negotiator. Someone who can hopefully, peacefully, split my territory between the factions. Fair and square. Head to downtown, to a nightclub called Ocean Drive. Ask around for a person named Billie Jean. They'll give you a briefing on what to do next. Hey man, what can I get you?
I'm looking for somebody.
It's a club Alpha. Besides, same time my shop's you.
Billie Jean. Heard of it?
I just got it.
So you're the one.
As in the one sent by Valensky. Yeah. Detective Mall.
Billy Jean. Question is then, why would someone as notorious as Valensky hire a boy in blue to do his dirty work?
My job is to protect the city, and he says you can end this war. So that's why I'm here.
I can, just take a look. Here, this is where we've got to go to solve the warfare.
The Empire State Building?
There's a floor on it where the gangs rendezvous and conduct meetings. No one knows about it unless you're in their inner circle. For years, the underworld's had a hidden system in plain sight controlling New York. Valensky was involved in creating that, and we've got to go there now.
Darn, they're here.
Don't engage them armed. You can exploit the Khan with their rule of fighting fair. You'll have better chances going at them with your fists. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What do you think you're doing, detective?
Khan. What's the meaning of this, Khan?
We fought way too hard to not let this end on a stalemate. This isn't your war, nor your business, so I'll give you your first and only warning. You better start running.
Count of three, we'll make a run for it, okay? Provide you cover fire. Right. 3, 2, 1, go! Goodbye!
This guy never stops, does he?
Well, my armor count is running low. Can't seem to shake him off. Where the hell did he go?
He's behind you!
You You should have stayed off the streets, detective.
Sorry, pal. The streets belong to the law.
Chief Browning?
Malt, Miss Jean, let's get out of here.
This isn't over. You hear me, detective?
Khan! They're closing in.
No.
Calm down, detective. Be not afraid. Everything's safe now. You're gonna be alright. How are you feeling, detective?
I feel like crap.
Why are you helping us? Because we strive for the same goals, detective. Unlike the Khan or the other factions that intend on winning for their selfish benefit, I intend on winning to make a change.
You're right.
Seems hard to believe, but I plan on bringing order back to this city. A new world order.
Be reasonable. There's numerous gangs that don't reflect your end goals.
All you need is a miracle, detective. You have to believe that change can be made.
Kaka, 开业赛赛，卡，我们是他。私たちは何をすべきか。
我的时刻提示，还包括你这根本是我的事，我所有可什么事。まさかを外す時がかりや思います。緩和はいません。
Chief is heading back to the department. Start the business, Lieutenant. What's your motive, Miss Sheen?
My motive is preventing this war from escalating, to keep the peace between these factions.
That's why I want to believe. But your affiliation with Valensky makes me doubt that.
You don't know him well enough. Sure, he's made mistakes, but his power over the city kept crime at a minimum.
How'd you meet Valensky?
Long ago, when I was a child, my parents were murdered by a man in white and blue. Seeking vengeance, I spent my whole life learning how to kill to track that man down. That day never came. Eventually, I met Regal. He knew my past and offered me redemption, an alternative path to move on. and I became a peacekeeper for the gangs in the criminal underworld. No longer would a child have to be empowered by the wrath of a criminal murdering their parents. You might see us as criminals, but the truth is we're like you, looking to maintain balance and order in our society. Try this. Gangs of New York, I've called you here today to resolve this warfare. For 40 days and 40 nights, war has ravaged these streets, and it's time to end this. Peacefully. The boss has granted for his territory to be split. That means that all factions present here today get their fair take.
Everybody listen. This war will not be worth fighting for if by the end of this, the city will be abandoned by the world and in pieces. The city is home to a lot of people. We shouldn't allow our fight to tear into their lives.
Then I will step down. I have been fighting too long. So long that my rage had blinded me to the consequence of my actions and the purpose of this war. We are not fighting for power, but it is a fight for responsibility and leadership, traits I do not have. But he does. Just tell me this, Prometheus. If you can take on the mantle of Valinsky, will you keep the city safe?
Khan, I assure you, it's a promise. Promise to you all. New York will be restored. The difference between all of us is perspective. While all of you believe in unity, I believe in the betterment for humanity. You are the plague. Here I am to cure it.
What the hell is this? We gotta work things out!
You really trust these criminals to keep the peace forever? One day there'll be a force that will break it, and I can't wish something like that to happen.
Based on what? Your twisted perception?
Happy or not, detective, understand, this is for the good of the people.
Good of the people? What you're doing is insane, goddammit! Call it off, or I shoot you! Do it! Billy!
These are the ones you want transported over?
Yes.
It's going to cost you big time. There's quite some heat near the border, so it won't be easy.
Just get it done, Sangria. Hand him the money. $750,000. Are we...
Whoa! 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 What are you doing?
that deceiving, by the book, piece of... I'm not here to kill the two of you. We've three been duped, betrayed, and disposed of like trash. It's not poisonous, detective. I come to a proposal for the both of you. A mutual interest of revenge. How about it?
All right.
That's far enough. I really didn't want things to go this way, Khan, but it's the necessary action I had to take.
Killing hundreds?
To save millions. Blood had to be shed, and Molt thought the same as you. But he's long gone, and so will you.
Not yet.
Stand down, Prometheus.
No surprise that you would all eventually show up, but working together?
Don't make excuses for the deaths you have caused. You broke everybody's trust, the one rule we all agreed on, and you let your selfish perceptions in peace corrupt you.
If we cannot agree with each other, then perhaps a battle will settle this matter.
The victor dictates the history.
You should have never returned, Molt.
Khan, don't do this.
He's right here, god damn it.
Then let justice decide his fate. He doesn't deserve to die by the sword, but to run jail for the rest of his life.
I don't care how he dies.
Then don't make me arrest you for it.
You have seen what this man has done. He deserves to die now.
I know how it feels to be vengeful, but after a while it gets you nowhere. This killing isn't going to give you the satisfaction you think it will, Khan. There's more to life than just revenge. One day you're going to realize that before the massacre, No, before anything, there was peace to be found.
You two make a good point. It would be a shame to stain my weapon with his blood.
You are under arrest. Anything you'll be saying will be used against you in a court of law.
You're making a big mistake, Detective. The city needs me.
The city needs people, not a person. So what now?
Without any gangs in the city, crime from all other states are going to look to take over this territory. The emergence of an even bigger war, perhaps.
Unless it doesn't have to be that way. From last night, I've learned that there's more to criminality than chaos and mayhem. That there are people I can trust.
So what are you planning?
The gangs outside the city will know about the attack Prometheus conducted. Therefore, Khan will be the leading faction of the city as of right now.
But I have nothing.
And that's all you need. You've built a reputation big enough to keep them out.
Be careful with what you're doing, Mole. When that lie becomes truth, all hell will break loose.
When that day comes, I'll be there.
June 9th, 1980. Monday, 4:31 a.m. Following the apprehension of the sons of Prometheus and its leader, a sudden cloud of silence cascaded over New York City. The gates opened up, and life would continue to move on, to seek amelioration than desolation. I should probably stop smoking.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, don't mind, but what do you mean? I am the one.
Who are you?
I think you know very well.
Annie Schultz? Aren't you that girl that was attacked recently? Why are you, dude?
Annie Schultz was just an alias to wind you up in jail. Now that all the gangs of New York had fallen, it's my time to rise.
Listen, bud, I don't know if you know, but Khan's in charge now, not me.
Drop the act, Mr. Valensky. We both know that isn't true.
So why are you here?
I'm just taking a last look at you before your departure. I do have to thank you for playing your role.
You mother...
Changed, not